हे गाइस एंड वेलकम बैक टू अनदर वीडियो। इस वीडियो में हम लोग बात करेंगे डेयर डेविल बॉर्न अगेन सीजन 2 के एपिसोड 4 के बारे में। लास्ट वीडियो मैंने डेयर डेविल पे बनाई थी जो जब फर्स्ट एपिसोड ड्रॉप हुआ था। दिस इज द थर्ड वीक। सेकेंड वीक में एक साथ उन्होंने एपिसोड 2 और 3 ड्रॉप कर दिया था एंड दिस वीक वी गॉट एपिसोड 4th एंड द प्रीवियस criticisms that I had, I think they have improved it a lot. After watching this episode, I am excited to watch the next week's episode as well. Earlier it was like कि हाँ आएगा देख लेंगे, I mean Daredevil obviously देखना ही है तो ऐसा, पर it wasn't like कि all right I'm waiting for it now. After watching this, I am eager to know what happens next. So all right, let's get into it. So first of all, आज के दिन Invincible, Boys and Daredevil तीनों के एपिसोड एक साथ ड्रॉप हुए हैं, so maybe I will make a video on the Boys as well. So this might take some time to get uploaded, but anyways, episode 4 के बारे में बात करते हैं. So this episode starts with the people Matt has saved from the previous episode. Episode 3 में Matt Red Oak पे जो लोग like prisoners होते हैं वो सबको सेव कर लेता है Matt, and in this episode we see them. So we see Jack parting his way, Jack Duquesne, sportsman. He's like कि मैं 6 महीने से prison में था, so I am leaving. You can have my bank account, जितने पैसे चाहिए ले लेना. एंड ही जस्ट लीव्स बेसिकली कि ये सीरीज का था कि ऑल राइट इतना ही था, अब ये बाकी नेक्स्ट अब जब आएगा तब आएगा. इस सीरीज के लिए आई थिंक स्वर्ड्समैन इज डन फॉर नाउ. Maybe we can get a glimpse in the last episode or something, but I don't think he has any more story left for this show. Then this episode was basically based around the Kingpin's charity fight. So Kingpin एक boxing match रखा है charity के लिए, which he will be using to launder his money, as said by BB in the BB report. No, City Without Fear. So uh, let's start with Bullseye. Bullseye, we see he wakes up, he makes omelette and fixes his bed. So we know from the previous third season of Daredevil that Bullseye has OCD, and I think he's colorblind as well. That's why we see blue a lot more. That's his theme color. So the Marvel logo even is in blue color. So we see he goes into the diner, kills a lot of task force cops because why not? And I think he is actually trying to change. Even in the last season, we saw that he was apologizing to Matt, and even in this season, he says that I'm one of the good guys to the guy who was sitting at the diner with his dog, and even compliments that lady who gave him the milkshake. And he was nice to his neighbor as well. So I think Bullseye is actually trying to change, and he regrets killing Foggy, but he thinks that he had to do it unless he would have died in the prison. So if he wouldn't have killed Foggy, he would have been dead. So that's why he killed him. That's how he justifies it in his mind, and he thinks कि अगर मैं Kingpin को मार दूंगा, so I will be absolved. The scales will be even. We also see that when the task force, rush into the McDuffie's building, they break the statue of Justice, and her arm with the scales are broken. Basically, I feel like this is signifying that the scales are broken. Kingpin has all the control. There is no such thing as justice and due process or anything like that. So, yeah, Kingpin kills those task force agent. Matt dresses up as an AVTF member to, you know, inspect the crime scene, and he later finds out the coin from his church. From there, he, locates Bullseye, where we see like him actually, using his echolocation to focus in on his voice, and he gets there. He's ready for Poindexter. They have a great fight sequence, loved it. And even, Poindexter doesn't kill that lady. He just uses her as a leverage to get out of there. So he gets out, he tries to go to kill Kingpin, but he ends up killing Vanessa, and Kingpin saves him from there. So that's the basic gist of it. Now let's get a little deep into it. So the Charlie character, or whatever his name was, We see him, trying to undermine Kingpin, make him feel like he's a lesser person or something. And he does not respect him. He's like eating and he's very casual about it. He says that we both know when we enter a place we can get out of there. And he's like, yeah, I'm better than you. You can't threaten me. And as soon as he, brings his guards out, Buck kills them. He's very fast, and his aim was pretty good. Two headshots, like clean dead, and that does scare Charlie a little. But I think this will make him more, attentive or cautious when he meets Kingpin the next time. And well, the okay, yeah, the first mate of the Northern Star ship, he was captured. You see, there are a lot of things they are following from the third season of it, where they show that Kingpin is in absolute control. He owns the FBI. He owns everything. Matt, feels like giving up, trying to actually kill him. This season, Karen feels like that. So does Poindexter. Here, Kingpin owns everything. They can't do anything about it. And then there is the witness, Rey Nadim in the third season, who gets killed before actually getting to the hearing. Or wait, I think yeah, he gets killed, but he has his tape recording and whatever. So like that here as well, we get to see that the first mate had recorded his testimony, but he does get killed by the by Buck and a few FBI marshals or whatever it was. So they are following a lot of things from the third season of Daredevil. Even the fight scene between Bullseye and Daredevil, like Daredevil did a lot better this time. In the previous season, he was basically dodging it, but in this season, he catches the disc he throws it back, and he throws it like you know, in such a way that the disc goes through the wall. It takes a lot of power to do that, and it's a disc. It is not like an axe or something. So Daredevil is quite strong, and he closes in on Bullseye. He doesn't give him much opportunity to throw stuff around. He throws his billy club and he gets in there. So yeah, that's that as well. Then we also see White Tiger getting set up here. So I don't know how many of you have watched the Ultimate Spider-Man, but there the White Tiger was Eva Ayala only. So they are setting her character up as well. And I mean, she's a decent character so far. It's nothing crazy, but I don't hate it as either. But when she was like, "All right, I will deliver it," were you ready? And all that stuff happened. I thought, okay, she's going to do something, be stealthy and use her pendant or something. Nothing. She just goes there to the burrito guy and like, all right, you deliver it now. So I mean, yeah, they could have done that better, but it's all right, no big deal. I loved the this episode especially. I think Jessica Jones will be coming in the next few episodes as well, and from the third season as well, we it's confirmed that we will be getting Luke Cage and Danny Rand as well. So that's good news, I guess. Hopefully they'll do justice to their characters this time. So that happened. Let's get into the boxing fight now. So firstly, like the weight class, that Mendez guy, he was like 250, 60 something, and Kingpin was in 300. He's like 50 pounds more than that guy, which is like, I don't know, 25 kg, 50 or 100 pounds, something like that. And generally, it's, not there because people have to fight in same weight class. वेट के कारण पंचेस के पावर में डिफरेंस हो जाता है. आदमी का वेट ज्यादा रहेगा तो लाइक मास एक्सेलरेशन इन दैट शिट. सो it does not happen generally, but I mean it was a charity event, so maybe it was allowed, but generally we don't see that. Plus, when Kingpin pinned Mendes guy on the rope, he was about to hit him on the back of his neck, back of his head. That's an illegal move as well because it can actually give permanent brain damage and it is banned. So yeah, but he didn't do that. But he still hit him pretty hard, and I think he's paralyzed or something because we see him shaking after falling down. So yeah, then when Bullseye comes in, so Bullseye was trying to get Kingpin, I think, but Vanessa was there and she just happened to be the collateral damage. Because when Kingpin, deflected that glass thing, it went into one of the shards went into Vanessa's head. So yeah, that could have happened. And I think in next episode we will see Daredevil trying to get to terms with the fact that he is now working with Bullseye. Because even though he hates it, his whole thing is redemption and grace. So I think he will work with him reluctantly because uh, Bullseye is not dead yet. He was shot by Vanessa, but it was somewhere in the abdomen region. So he is still alive, and we might see more of him. I don't think I'm missing anything else. I am just winging it right now because I just finished the episode and I'm making it. After this one, I'll watch Invincible and then I'll get to the boys. So let's see what happens. I'm pretty excited for the next week, and yeah, it's getting better. I'm a lot more hooked than I was before. So all right, I think that's it for this one. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.